Previously on the Osrynn Tales Live D&D. Having resurrected their fallen companion Sift and collected their treasure from the God Skull after defeating Drazan, our heroes took a boat back to the city of Reneus Alanar on the west banks of the Celestine Bay. Once back in the big city, they set out in search of information on how to use the city's teleportation circle so they could quickly travel to the city of Ravensblood Hollow in search of the location of a lost sword whose scabbard they had on layaway at Calamar's Curios. After getting no helpful information from Guy Lamborghini, the owner of the Dock District Tavern The Rusty Anchor, the group went to see Calamar at his curio shop, where they sold him some rare herbs they found for him and negotiated a hefty discount for the magical scabbard they were interested in. While at the shop, Rowan found a curious canister. It had no lid or openings of any kind, but it sounded like it was filled with various things. Each person that picked it up might hear something different, from sand to water to spiders to, well, nearly anything that could fit in this paint bucket-sized metal cylinder. They asked Calamar how to gain access to the city's teleportation circle and asked if he could help them use it. Unfortunately, Calamar revealed he was not a powerful enough wizard for that, but his former master, Faith Lo Quan, would be. She was the assistant court wizard, and instead of being able to cast teleportation circle for the group himself, Calamar gave them a letter of recommendation so they could find Faith and, as a favor to him, allow the group to access the city's teleportation facilities. Leaving Calamar to find Faith Lo Quan, the group heads to the castle district high on a hill overlooking the ocean. They are met with a snooty high elf guard that gives the strange-looking group a bit of a hard time getting into the palace grounds. But since they had a letter of recommendation to see the assistant court wizard, the guards let the group pass. Entering the sprawling palace grounds, they make their way to the wizard's tower, only to find a human apprentice in his early teenage years who claims Faith hasn't shown up in classes for 2 days. He is worried about her and convinced the party to let him take them to her private sanctum on the outskirts of the city. And so it was, at the tower, where our group left off the last episode. They made their way inside, triggered a trap causing a suit of armor and 2 swords to come to life and attack them. Besting that battle quickly, they moved through the halls only to stumble upon a rug of smothering, which trapped David's robot dog Waffles, who luckily doesn't need to breathe. And we take you now back to that scene, immediately on the heels of Waffles being trapped. This is episode 14 of the Osrynn Tales Live D&D. Enjoy the show.